As always, jumping right in with my large curling iron. I don't remember the exact size, but I want to say it's like 2.5, 3 inches. I'm setting it for like 400, not the highest, but still pretty high. Setting it down while I get my hair all ready. And my one flaw in this is that I don't have a heat protectant, and I know I need to. I just don't have one right now. I'm just gonna comb up my hair with my wooden comb, like always. Get any sort of knots out, and that way you can see the texture, so you can kind of get a better idea of what a curling iron this size will do. You can kind of see on the back the waves aren't super consistent. It has some weird little bumps in there. I just want to smooth that out, and so I'm kind of just like replicating a blowout, but I'm not redoing it with a round brush or anything, because this was only like day 2 and I didn't want to redo it. So yeah, there's a little before, and here I am getting my part. I'm just combing it straight back on the top of my head and any side hairs, and then I'm gonna lift it up like that, and wherever it falls naturally, I'm just doing it like that and showing you how the front texture looks and how it's kind of curled in with my layers and how uneven they are. But let's just ignore that because I need to get my whole haircut fixed. I just hate how it like curls in right there because it's just at such an awkward length. Anyways, sectioning my hair, starting off with like right above my ears. And since this is a big curling iron, you can take pretty large sections. Sorry, still getting used to my new teeth. I would still take sections close to the size of your curling barrel, not too big and not too small, otherwise it's gonna not turn out how you want it to. But this first bottom section, I don't have a lot of hair right here, like my density is just really thin, so I just section it out like that, and then I'm splitting it in half, bringing it forward, just combing it through with my fingers and getting any sort of little tangles out, getting my curling iron, and I'm gonna curl it away from my face on both sides. And starting probably about a few inches away from the scalp, and then curling it up and feeding the ends in as I go. And I'm getting all of the ends in. However, I feel like if I were to redo this, one of the things I would do is leave them out a little bit because it was like slipping. That might be my haircut because it's not a great one right now, but yeah, I would leave the ends out just the slightest bit. And see, it just kind of like reset. Sorry, I hit my hangers. I'm in my closet. Anyways, I just kind of reset that curl a little bit and got rid of any sort of little bump, even though I created one with the handle of the curling iron thingy. But let's just ignore that. I'll deal with that problem later. And same thing on this side, just curling away from my face, trying to figure out how to do that with the mirror, messing with my perspective, realizing you don't see me, and then turning in just a second. There I go. You can kind of see it better from this angle, but I hold it there for a few seconds. Get any sort of little flyaway hairs flat. And for this section, I'm gonna clip it together just so it can separate better from the other one I'm pulling down. That way I don't end up recurling that section again. And so you see I'm taking kind of the points at my temples and sectioning that up. And I'm just going to do the same thing, split it down the middle in the back, and then go throughout my hair and just curl it up. But I am going to split it into 2 sections on each side now, which you'll see in just a second. Pull it forward, and then I'm going to split it into 2, and I do it the 1 section above my ear, just like that. And yes, I'm holding it in my mouth. It's my hair, it's my germs, I don't care. And same thing, away from the face. Honestly, too, I think I should have taken smaller sections. I don't know. I really don't know why this didn't quite turn out how I wanted it to. If anyone has any tips, any suggestions, please let me know. Do I need to hold the curling iron there longer? Because it feels like one side wasn't as defined as the other side. However, like, the end result was still better than what I had, so I was happy. Now that it's all curled, I'm just going to comb it out with my fingers a little bit. And you can see the texture definitely got reset, even in the back. It's a little bit more uniform. Those little bumps from like my ponytail aren't there. And thank you for watching. Always open to any suggestions, and please subscribe.